90-Day Fiancé is the gift that keeps on taking. It takes away my sanity and replaces it with a feeling of hopelessness. And every time I see something that I like, for instance, a cake, I know for a fact it's ending up on someone's face or up their ass. And that is no different in today's episode, where Angela, the craziest woman in America, goes back to Nigeria to meet her husband and also WWE wrestle him at the same time. You thought the series was over. It was just beginning. This is a long series that chronicles the events of a 58-year-old woman and a 30-something-year-old man in Nigeria who struggle to be in a relationship, get married, not be away from each other, have sex, hate on each other, love each other, and everything in between. I thought Big Ed was genuinely the worst, but I think Angela's edging him out, and I don't want to think about that image. So I'm just gonna start the video. But before we start, you better strap in, because today we're talking about something more important than some crazy reality television, and that is hair loss. A huge thanks to Keeps for not only sponsoring today's video, but also for giving us guys a fighting chance for keeping our hairlines from the comforts of our own home. Let's get into how Keeps revolutionizes the way we tackle our hair loss. You know the stats are quite striking. 2 out of 3 guys will face some form of male pattern baldness by their mid-30s. That's where Keeps steps in, providing a seamless, convenient way to fight back. All it takes is a quick online consultation, and you're on your way to receiving a personalized treatment plan from a licensed medical provider, delivered right to your door. Imagine handling everything from the privacy of your phone or computer, and getting treatments delivered in discreet packaging. Privacy, check. Convenience, check. Keeps isn't just about preventing hair loss though. It's about taking proactive steps towards healthier, fuller hair. They offer FDA-approved treatments and expertly designed products like thickening shampoo and conditioner that complement your hair care routine, ensuring every strand counts. And although I haven't used Keeps myself, I'm blown away by the millions of men who have seen amazing results. Keeps has a proven track record with thousands of 5-star reviews, making it a top contender in hair loss treatment. So if you're not planning to go full Vin Diesel just yet and want to keep your hair looking sharp, why not give Keeps a try? Head over to keeps.com/sixteenleo to check out their special offer, and who knows, your hair might just thank you. Thanks again to Keeps for sponsoring the video and for the free product. Hair loss stops with Keeps. For a special offer to get started, go to keeps.com/sixteenleo or click the link in the description. That's keeps.com/sixteenleo. If you like torture, you might want to subscribe to this channel. Every day we take a look at a relationship that has failed and we ask ourselves, why do we keep watching? I don't know. Let's take a look at Angela and Michael. This is the second deep dive, and there are lots.
I'm going back to Nigeria one last time.
Spoiler alert, Angela is going back to Nigeria at least 3 more times. She lies about everything. Every time she says she breaks up, I'm like, woo! And then she's like, I'm back together. I'm gonna give him another chance, but this is his last chance. I'm like, ah. You said that the last 2 times. So anything she ever says, you have to treat like a bowl of Count Chocula. She's lying, she ate it. Every lie she's ever told, she ate it. It's not true.
Really want to go swim because I miss him. But I also got a bone to pick with him too.
Oh no. What in the world has he done now?
So that's basically Angela's relationship with Michael throughout the whole series. If you haven't watched anything, you don't want to watch anything, all you need to know is this woman who is 58 and shouldn't be talking or thinking like this, for some reason is like, I miss this guy, but I'm gonna kill him when I see him. I miss it. I want to hug him and I want to punch him in the nut. One nut is to suck, the other one is to punch. She's like that. She's like, thank God he has 2 nuts. If he was Hitler, there would be many reasons this would be problematic, but one of them would be that he only had 1 nut. So that's a true story. Check it out.
How the fuck you know this?
It's about the damn Instagram again. When I asked Michael to stop social media, he told me he did, but he didn't.
So she's mad already at the very start of this deep dive because he's back on Instagram, and she's not happy because she is extremely jealous, and that is because of many reasons deep-rooted in her self-conscious nature, the fact that she is not happy and accepting of herself. So every time she sees him with another woman, she turns into an evil Hulk-like creature because she has feelings of jealousy and stuff. She feels threatened, and instead of fixing herself, she will try and limit his usage of things, and that is a recipe for failure. But the only recipe better than failure is the recipe of cake that will get flung in someone's face by the end of this episode. Okay.
Michael's Instagram is nothing but showboating. All these women It makes me feel like that he loves the Instagram more than he loves me.
I hope he does. Girl, that looks like those were his family members. Like, bro, I don't know if I'm being, like, stereotypical here, but it doesn't look like he's with those women like,
These are my hoes, I'm at a club.
it looks like he's just posing with them like, yo, I'm with my family, my aunt and me are chilling. It's a Tuesday. Put that story up on Instagram. Doesn't look like crazy. Doesn't have his arms around them or anything. If she's getting jealous that he's in proximity of other women, there's no hope for her. There are so many women in this world. So how are you gonna protect that? How are you gonna shield him from every woman's? Angela, have you ever thought about those questions? I thought it was gonna be like he's at the club, all these women are like motorboating him or something. He's just like standing there like, hello. Oh, there's ladies in that picture. And then that's it, nuts chopped off.
Michael needs to prove to me on this trip that he will do what it takes to make me happy.
Today's Michael's birthday.
He lied to me again.
All right, so she's going to Nigeria so that Michael can prove to her that he really deserves her. It's weird, isn't it? She has like really low self-esteem, but at the same time, she's got such a high perception of herself that she thinks people have to prove these ungodly things to get with her. She's like, if
You want all of this, you're gonna have to prove all of that.
it's like, oh, I don't want that. I don't want to prove anything. Ew. Anyway, it's now Michael's birthday. He's another year older. He's partying in Nigeria. The problem is Angela doesn't want that because partying means that he is happy and she doesn't need that, especially when she's not around. So she goes to her friend to try and get some confirmation bias that she indeed is right and he should not be happy. Instead, he should be sad because she's having a hard time and he should do that too.
Michael probably went somewhere and really got loose. I mean, he's young. It's his birthday. I've been living in Nigeria. I'm going out on my birthday. Of course I'm going out. I would like to party in Nigeria right now.
I don't know who this guy is. I don't know. They never introduce him in the series and he never turns up again, so Angela might have ate him. I'm not sure, but he's there for one day and Angela's like, am I the bitch?
Am I the damn bitch here or what?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know.
And you can see him like with every bone in his body being like, no, you're not. And then when they finally get the cameras away from him, he's like, hell yeah, I would have partied. Ah, damn, she's crazy, but I can't tell her that because I want to love. It's like Jurassic Park in these streets, bro. I'm sorry, dude. You're completely right. Off camera, you said the right thing, but I understand why you're not saying that in front of Angela. You want to get home to your family, not in a graveyard.
What is so hard about being honest? I don't have to go across the world to find a man. Do I look like a thirsty bitch?
I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it.
Do I look like a thirsty bitch?
Ironically, she did have to go across the world to find a band, so you just shots taken by yourself. Self-inflicted shot. The other thing she had to say was like, why is it so hard to be honest? And I can answer that. Because every time he is honest, the situation doesn't change. Angela has a habit of being like, if you just tell me the truth, things will be okay. And then he does tell her the truth and things are not okay.
Psych!
So this dude prolongs things because he's scared of her. Because when he does tell her the truth, it never works out anyway. Imagine if you know the outcome is going to be the same whether you prolong it or do it now. Wouldn't most people just be like, I'll rather be in peace for more time before I have to deal with this? So I can understand why Michael actually does some of the stuff he does. Because it's like, if I just tell her that I'm going to have a bad day today, at least let me have a few good days first. That's how Michael thinks. What a good way to be in a relationship. Every time you're like, it's been almost 3 days since I cried. I love it.
I need to call Michael and we need to talk. And if he don't tell me what I want to hear, I could be canceling the Nigeria trip.
Oh my god, bitch. If you actually do, I will give you $100, man. Like, I can't believe every time she like clickbaits me into being like, we're not together anymore. I can't keep falling for that stuff. She's like Big Ed. They're the same age. They should date and marry. Just let it happen, please. 90 Day Fiance, you got these two under contract. Make them marry each other for the lulz. Everyone will be hilariously happy, okay?
Hey, baby.
Michael, I've been calling you 50 times. Why didn't you answer my calls?
I'm so...
You know how...
That's how you want your wife to call you.
Hey, baby. Michael, where was you? What are you doing?
Hello, baby. I'm so happy to talk to you.
Michael!
Just turning Super Saiyan over the phone just because. That's a lot, man. I imagine, like, if I have a wife, it'll be the opposite, I hope, where you can call them and want to talk to them, not like someone who you're like, oh, this is my insane uncle. Hello, Randy. Tell me about your weird shit again. That's good. You want to call your wife, right? I don't know if Michael really wants to call this woman.
You know how upset you got me all day? I don't believe nothing you say. Oh, I'm just in my neighborhood. Well, that's where you got your BJ at, in your damn neighborhood.
So let's talk about this because it'll be a staple of the series. Michael actually did cheat. When they were at the very start of their relationship, it's somewhat of a technicality. Everyone believes what they want to. He admitted what happened. A girl gave him that sloppy toppy. That's bad, I guess, if they're in a relationship. If they were fully committed, it would be worse. Whatever. Angela was very mad that that happened. She admitted that it was at the start of their relationship and they didn't know whether they were serious or not. So after admitting that, every single time anything happens, she somehow uses this against him. And it's the reason why sometimes guys don't tell girls things or aren't honest, because in some cases, crazy ones will use that against you anytime. And it's like, why am I telling you this if all you're gonna do is throw it back in my face? That is the only one thing I want you to throw back in my face. That ass, except Angelo, because it might crumble into dust if you do that. Don't throw all of these crazy things back into my face. Then I'll never tell you the truth. That's kind of where we're at. Angela keeps using this one instance against him, so he's always indebted to her. Therefore, she always has the power, and it becomes a very toxic relationship. 90 Day Fiancé, teaching me how to teach other people what toxic relationships is. I don't have a license in this, by the way. I never will. I'm like Dr. Full.
Whoa. No.
I'm not bringing you all the way to America if you're still lying to me, Michael. I don't care how little it lies.
I love you so much, and I miss you. You know that.
Damn, it feels like Michael actually figured out what to do as well. She's like, Michael, you ain't coming to America. I love you, baby, and I miss you. Mwah. Ah, you lucky, Michael. Damn. He understands how to talk her language. Anytime she's angry, he says, I love you, baby, I miss you. And she'll either scream at him for 10 more minutes or just like let it go. He's figured it out.
Come on, get in here. We got to go. Damn. You know it takes 2 hours to get there.
So the next day, she's going to Nigeria and she's packing. And her daughter's name is Skyla. It's not even Skylar. It's Skyla with an A at the end. So I was confused because she's from the South. I thought she was going to say Skylar because, you know, they have the hard R at the end of lots of things.
That's racist.
So I thought it was Skylar, but it's Skyla. So you know what? She's kind of gangsta for calling her kid that.
Do I look like a thirsty bitch?
But you know why she's not gangsta? She's also showing her kid all the sex toys that she's going to implement on Michael. Here's something you don't do. Scar your kid at any age.
Wait, do you see these? Look. Woo.
Huge.
Baby, is it ever? No, I'm kidding.
Dude, that's your kid. What are you doing? Oh my God. Bruh. Whoa. Woo! Just, okay, imagine, whoever's watching this, imagine, just for like 2 seconds, your parent saying this about the other person in your family. I don't know. Dad, mom. My mind is blown that you can openly talk about this to your kid who also doesn't want to hear about it. And she's even like, Mama, I'm going to jump off a cliff. Mama, please.
Mommy, you're nasty.
I just
Lotion?
That goes on his penis, Skylar.
Holy shit. Are you crazy? What are you doing, bro? What are you... Can you imagine he comes to this country and then she's like, this is your dad-in-law. This is his penis. Remember the one I was talking about? Anyway, we're gonna try and be a happy family. It's his penis. All right. Why? Why would you say that?
And this is a ripping.
Goodbye, Mimo.
I'll be back.
Please don't. Come back. If you ever go into your parents' room and you find handcuffs and neither of them's a policeman. The times that you want to just run away from home, huh? Yeah. Your parents had to have really enjoyed doing each other to have you. I just want to say that. That goes for everyone here, so. We all came because they did. Okay, bye. Yeah, so anyway, she leaves to Nigeria, and after absolutely blowing her kids' minds and grandkids' minds, she says she'll be back, and hopefully back with her mans, Michael. Now, we can take a look at Michael, and Michael already is showing signs of being in a relationship that is not healthy. For one, the first thing we talk about is the fact that he pays $400 a month in, what do you call them, talking cards, so you can actually call overseas. I don't know why they can't just use internet. I think he is paying for internet to call, and it costs $400 a month. Damn. Speaking to Angela is expensive. It should actually be a job where people pay you to keep her entertained. So, I don't know.
It costs about $400 a month to talk to her every day. Angela asked me to stop working, no?
And the other thing with Michael is that he's sort of a passive person. 90 Day Fiancé features this kind of thing usually where like when you look at Sumit and Jenny, Sumit is very passive. Jenny's more of the, I want it done this way. And that's not a bad thing per se, because that's kind of how the relationships do work when they do. You have someone who's willing to take a different role than the other person, and they make it work as a team. However, Angela finds anything to scream at Michael about, and he is not someone who's inhumane. He will still be like, okay, this is a bit much, and every now and again he stands up for himself. But in saying that, he's currently not working. Not because he's not qualified, because Angela made him stay at home, so he quit work to not work ever again.
Right now, I'm not working because Angela, she wants to know where I am all the time.
Why don't you just put a GPS up his asshole, Angela? Why are you doing this to this man? Just turn on location or something. What do you gotta do? He can't work? Why? Because there's women at work? He has to call women? Do you want him to be locked? Actually, she does. She wants him to be locked up in his house. This is starting to sound really like the South, isn't it, Angela? Only when you want him to do something, he does something? I think I've heard that story before. Crazy. Are you kidding me? This dude quit work so you could know where he was at all times? That is damn near almost, that's manipulation to 100 levels. How can you possibly do this? This is actually starting to role reverse so far back in time. Remember when men was so toxic that the women had to stay at home, and when they started being progressive, men were like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? That's crazy. That is unreal. And it actually happened. And now it's going full circle, and Angela is turning into Mangela, and Michael is turning into Michelle, I guess. You know what I mean? Damn, they got him at home, locked up.
So I'm always at home. I don't go out.
And that can't feel good because they're in a long distance relationship as well. It's not even like she's there all the time. She's not even in the same country, and this dude doesn't have funds to go out. Now, the implication that he's not working means that she has to pay and fund his lifestyle. Therefore, whenever they have a fight, she can threaten to stop the money from coming.
You're broke! You're poor!
And if that happens, then she's creating a power balance where she is so much more powerful in the relationship that he needs her to survive. Thus, he will do what she wants. And that is what she wants, the control and the power. Now tell me that is not a absolutely devastating way to have a relationship, because I think this is disgusting. And 90 Day Fiancé, they like when they find couples like this. But Angela is proving why she hasn't been married for so long. This is pretty bad, in my opinion.
Why would you cook financially now? She sends me money.
It's obvious. She's the sugar mama.
My friends want to see Angela. I feel a little nervous about it.
Yeah, okay, so Michael's friends and Angela don't get along. Because Michael's friends, they are really pretty much like, I see some bullshit, I call it out. And Angela does not like confrontation. She doesn't like anyone disagreeing with her for anything at all. Why she ever was like that is beyond me. I don't know what made her the way that she is. That she has gone through life thinking everything needs to be done my way or the highway. I'm not sure if it's an American thing or a Angela thing, but Michael's friends always call her out and she absolutely hates it. And I love the friends.
Angie, baby.
So, eventually, Angela does get to Nigeria. This time she knows how to get to him. They hug, and it's a very cute moment. And that lasts approximately 10 seconds. And then everything else happens in this relationship that normally happens. See, what normally happens is they have a very cute moment. Really nice music plays that insinuates that we're supposed to be happy. 10 minutes later, they say something sexual. Then they stop fighting. By the time they leave, they make up, and then they do it again.
The second time is much different than the first time. Like, that's my fiance. My baby's balls dropped. My baby got some balls, they dropped.
Angela. Is when I don't know if this is like a thing. Is women like over a certain age, do they get like more sexual, or is it like not? Or is it like different for every person? Because between this and MILF Manor, I've been led to believe that after women turn 50, they start looking for any type of meat possible, even if they're vegetarians, if you know what I mean. And I don't know whether to like that or not like that. Because I thought I could wind down when I was 50. Turns out I have to turn into a sex machine just to please my wife that I don't currently have. So, that's crazy.
I know you must be tired and hungry. Oh my God.
I'm going to handcuff you to the shower.
Oh my.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Oh man, Angelo chained up being like, sex me, Michael, sex me, do it. I've heard a lot about you. You guys are gonna wanna burn that hotel down wherever you're staying.
Last time Angela visited, I was shocked with her sex, but now I'm used to her.
See, we do it like this.
Are you kidding me?
Now take off your pants.
I've never seen someone more hornier, like, in any series. Except maybe Colt, but I don't even know if he's this horny. Like, the first thing she does is she's like, look at your balls! Then she gets home to the hotel. Let me cuff you up! Let me do this! She's really been waiting. Someone needs to introduce her to Tinder. Then she'd be like, Michael, I'm so happy. I feel like her aggression is, running concurrently with her inability to have sex, and I think she's just frustrated, sexually frustrated. Once she actually gets that out, then she's a nice woman. But at the same time, that's not true, because she does things and she still remains crazy. So I don't know what it is. Scientists in NASA have never looked at a planet like Angela and figured out what the issue is.
Pull this thing off.
Michael, you're such a weenie. But isn't it cute? Look at this, Michael. Come here.
What?
You like them? You gonna wear them for me?
I'll put it on.
Go.
Yes. Forgot if anybody hasn't watched the first episode. Michael, his favorite person is Donald Trump, which I find hilarious. He wants to be a businessman. He wants to move, and he thinks that he's like Trump. He wants that American dream, sort of like be a big businessman. So I don't know if putting Donald Trump on your nuts is a compliment or an insult. I'm just gonna leave that up to everyone who wants to think what they want. But this man likes him so much that he's willing to put his dick on him. And he does.
Oh, sexy, baby.
What? Baby.
Watch.
He puts on the Donald Trump dick pants, or whatever you call it. Then she pushes him onto the bed and starts licking. It could be tree sap for all I care off him. I don't know what the hell I'm watching. This is like, man, your grandma getting it on with the local man at her church. Why is this a thing that I have to watch? I envy Stevie Wonder some days.
Michael is so much open sexually than he was the first time we met last year. This year, he is all about this white chocolate.
This is expired white chocolate. I'm not saying that you have to be like, you know, the sexiest person on the world to get it all the time, but like, okay, Angela, you know what I mean? Whew, she's not the girl I imagined to get it on. But you know what? Good for them. They're having a good sex life. That's great. That's good. It's very nice. I hope her kid watches the show. Skylar's watching like, oh, mama, what are you doing, mama?
I'm in love with you.
Right now, we are getting ready to go to the beach.
So then she sings at him and he looks unimpressed, because who would be impressed?
Help me. Help me.
And then they go to the beach, because when Michael was there, he was celebrating his birthday without her, which is a cardinal sin, but now she's there. So even though it's past his birthday, they can have like sort of a belated. So they're going to the beach to celebrate. Fantastic. How could there possibly be an issue with this? You'd be surprised.
He wants to celebrate my birthday with me.
I'm still mad about you going out for your birthday, Michael.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it just, for no reason at all. She's like, we're gonna celebrate your birthday. Your birthday where you celebrated without me. Where there were probably girls in that birthday. You know what? Fuck you, Michael. I hate you. I hope those handcuffs, I'm gonna swallow the key, actually. You stay right here in this hotel. Forever, Michael. I hate that.
Where we going for the meet the boat, Michael?
We'll cross the long bridge to long.
I don't know what you just said.
So they're on their way to the beach. I've never seen, I think this is how you know you're comfortable in a relationship, where you just start eating chicken in a car on long rides. You start talking to your spouse, wife, or other. That's like, Michael, hi, where are we going? That's an adverb for KFC. KFC, when you're comfortable with your wife. That's great.
How far is this drive? I'm ready to just get on the beach.
5 hours.
No, it's not.
Bro, Eva laughing while eating greasy chicken and driving to a destination is something I never thought I needed, but evil supervillains should understand this is how they need to do things. This is the way to do it. Get your hands so greasy you might slip when you're turning the wheel right or left. Be like, I'm in control of your life. KFC, I'm in control of your life.
He can tell that I'm still upset, but it looks like he doesn't care.
Because actually, I think this is scientifically proven. There is no way to care while you're eating chicken. If someone is screaming at you and you eat chicken, they're not caring. There is no way to sincerely and empathetically eat chicken. That's not even the thing. Chicken is meant to be eaten proudly. Once you have chicken in your mouth, there's no empathy. Nobody cries eating chicken. It's the happiest thing you can do. Chickens are the best creatures. They provide breasts like women's. I love both of them. That's so good.
I don't think Michael understands how hard I work to get back over here to Nigeria. I expect for him to show me appreciation.
Damn, he's just eating chicken and driving you to your destination. What more do you want from this dude? Could he not eat a bucket of chicken in silence, in peace? You're all crazy, by the way, not even listening to music, just driving for hours on end, not even talking. This is what Uber drivers do with passengers. What do you got? I thought you guys were in love. Listen to the radio, man. This is too much. You're gonna hear like ASMR Michael chicken sound.
Quit telling me you're sorry. So you know, do you mean sorry? Don't say sorry, and you don't mean it.
See, this is what I mean. Angela's getting absolutely mad over reasons I don't even understand. And Michael is eating chicken, and I feel happy. I'm watching him. I can see that he's enjoying life. Because once you're eating chicken, that's all that's on your mind. Like, this would go good with a Coke. And whatever someone else is saying is like, yeah, man, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. That's delicious. I'm deliciously sorry. I'm gonna need that Coke now.
You don't deserve this. You done celebrated your birthday. When you went out on your birthday, you had a few drinks and a meal. And then you had the audacity to go drink when you told me you wouldn't.
Okay, so I think what genuinely happened was she remembered that he had a birthday and then started progressively getting extremely angry for no reason. I didn't skip anything in this conversation. He was eating chicken, they were laughing, he was like saying, oh, it'll take an hour to get there. And then she just remembered that she was mad. So she got mad again? This is the equivalent of when someone does something wrong in your dream and then you wake up and you punch them and you're like, you idiot, I hate you. It's not... What? How can you get mad at someone the second time? You can't. This is not like reheating food. You can't get angry at someone again and again and again for the same thing. Let it go. If you want it to grow, then you let it go. Come on. Holy shit. This dude was just driving. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. She just got angry because she remembers she got angry? Michael, jump off the car. Just stunt dive out of it, man.
When you went out on your birthday, you had a few drinks and a meal. Who paid for that, by the way?
You'll take less damage than if you're in the relationship.
This is our first full day in Nigeria.
When I seen the boat dock, it reminded me of a picture Michael put on his boat.
And then Michael actually, like, they cut to him and he's like, this is our first day here. Oh my god, damn. All that happened in 24 hours. She grabbed your bowl, she licked something off you, you ate some chicken, now she's angry at you. All in one day. Isn't that a little much, man? Do you know when they talk about high maintenance? This is not even high maintenance. This is like you have to be high and then still trying to maintain a relationship. That's crazy. Michael, it's too much, buddy. So I think what happened was Angela said that she remembered that he was on a boat before and she asked if he'd been on a boat and he said no. And she remembered that he had a picture that he was on a boat. So he's been lying, but the problem was there was a girl on that boat. Now, they actually show the picture and Michael is sitting far away from everyone and there is a girl in between two white men talking to them. And that's why she gets angry. I wish I was making this up. That's why she gets so angry and pissed off that they not only don't go to the boat, she makes them drive her back. All that time, all those hours, all that chicken, because she remembered that he was indeed on a boat. Cue T-Pain song, please. I'm on a boat.
Michael put on his social media, at the same boat dock with women. So
That's not women. That's woman. That's one. You said woman. Oh, there's like 5, 6 guys there and 1 girl. I've seen that in incognito tab only.
It's porn.
I've never seen someone get so jealous at a woman on the boat. What if the woman was a sea captain? Are you saying women can't see the sea? Oh, you're acting like a bit of a sea yourself, you know?
Language?
You know, piece of sea.
you're lying
Lie about what?
on your social media about a picture with them girls, Michael. Get out my room.
Okay, so she pushes him, and you can see she's like a linebacker when she wants to be. She's got the strength of 10 burly southern men, all in her chicken wing arms. Angela just absolutely decided to ruin the day that they were meeting. I can't believe, like, she started the day hugging him, saying she missed him, and literally, like, hours later, pushes him away. Get the F out of my face, I don't want to go with you because I remember you were on a boat. Again, I want to make sure that people know on the picture it looked like he wasn't even associated with those women. If he went on a tour in some water space and there was women on it, Angela would be like, what are those, your hoes? It's her serious inner conflict, her inner issues that are making her incapable of having a healthy relationship, because she does not want to accept the fact that in life you're going to be surrounded by other people, and hopefully if you have a spouse you can trust them around other people, because if you can't, not only is it bad for them because of this toxic relationship, it's bad for you. You want someone who you don't have to worry about. The reason you marry someone is that you actually have help in life, not that you marry them and now you have to constantly have surveillance on them or feel like they're being disrespectful or making you feel worse. You marry someone so your life gets better. How the hell does this work? This dude just went on a boat and she's like, I am going off on a rampage. You go on a boat, I go on a rampage. That's how it works. So they go back. They don't go on the boat at all because of her.
I'm done with Michael for good.
Spoiler alert, she's not done with Michael for good. She's a big fat liar.
I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna talk to her. I bought you coke.
I don't want your boat.
Excuse me? Bitch, what? I can excuse you hating on Michael. I find that really bad, but you know, that's your marriage. But now you throw Coke on the floor? Coke has saved more lives than you ever have, okay? I love Coke. I endorse it, and even though they don't sponsor me, they should. What were you saying? I forgot about this whole conversation.
Go upstairs and get your my room. My room. I have gave him warnings after warnings, and I don't have to put up with no man like that.
So Angela does the shitty thing that they do sometimes in movies where she goes up to her room. She also says it's her room and she emphasizes the word my room. Again, going back to the whole money situation that she pays for everything, and whenever they have fights, she uses it against him. Earlier, she actually said she gave him $60 and he spent it on drinks on his birthday with his friends. Like, once you start doing that, discussing, I paid for this, why are you using money to do things other than please me, then you've lost in a relationship. To make matters worse, besides the fact she hit a Coke, she went up to the room and actually kicked Michael's stuff out like she was fucking Cristiano Ronaldo. She was like, here, Michael, your shit.
What a goal by 16leo.
She couldn't even put it in the bag. She kicked the bag out by itself. That's a real funny way to treat your spouse, isn't it? You brought presents for him and everything. So she likes him, but she hates him as much equally.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Angela, I know you're pained. I know you're so pained right now. But you know what you're going to do for me?
So eventually, Michael actually has to sleep in his car because he doesn't have a place to stay for the night. Michael also calls a friend that is someone who actually is respected by Angela, a friend who doesn't usually hang out with that other group. I forget his name. I think it's Brody or Cody or something. Modi, Shodi, whatever his name is. He's the man because he actually tries and helps Michael. He listens to Angela and he's like, you should give Michael another chance because he loves you. But as soon as Angela is met with any form of her having to track back on things or say sorry or realize her actions, she immediately shuts down. For someone who's 50-something, her mechanisms for communication are abysmal. This dude is like, maybe you should just like listen because everybody in this relationship wants to make it work. She automatically is like, I have to leave now.
Let's make it calm.
No, it's not happening, Bodie. You can go hang out with Michael.
You need to listen to him.
That's what a good friend says. Let Michael come. Let Leo bust. That's what I need. I need a right-hand man like that. If anybody wants to be my wingman for anything, message me on Instagram. Thank you.
I'm not doing it.
Michael loves you so much. He will take a bullet for you. You know that.
I'll talk to you later, buddy. I'm going upstairs.
Damn.
Brody, don't say that. Don't say he would take a bullet for you because Angela like, let me get my gun. You know she's gonna do that. You know that's gonna happen. Michael already has handcuffs. Now he's gonna be in jail for different reasons. Stop. But yeah, Brody is like, hey man, he loves you. And then Angela's like, no, I don't want to hear that. So she leaves. So all of the efforts to try and bring Angela and Michael back together are failed for the night. But the next morning, Michael wakes up in his car and he tries to make sure Angela is okay. Imagine having someone who fights for you that much. It must be amazing. I know a lot of people who are really, I'm sorry, Angela, respectfully speaking, probably more of a catch and have had less people fight for them. So I can't even understand. I'm like, wow, Michael must see something in you that I clearly can't because he truly loves you enough to sleep in his car. If someone like that said, I'm going home, I'd be like, can I get you the ticket?
Last night, after I found my clothes in the hallway, I had to sleep in the car. Angie.
This motherfucker seemed comfortable and shit. I had to sleep in the car. His shirt was off. He was like, this was the best sleep I had since Angela was here. And it's only been a day. Whew. Anyway, back to the grind. Angela, please give me money. So he finds her outside the hotel and he chases her. And to her credit, Angela pulls off the one move in the whole series I think she was pretty smart for. She cannot seem to shake Michael, but she's like, hey, I don't want to be around you. And when Michael says, if you're going somewhere, I'll get the car, she's like, okay. And as soon as Michael leaves, she waits for him and then starts making a beeline. It's pretty smart.
Hey, let me get the car.
Okay, I'll wait on you. I don't want to argue with him in here. I need to leave.
That's actually insane. I mean, I cannot believe she managed to slip Michael. That's because, you know, she's not running. She's not Usain Bolt. She's Usain bolted to the ground, like, kind of. So anyway, she managed to slip him. She goes to his place to get her hair braided and talk some shit about Michael. And when he comes in, everyone's like, get out of the store. But she eventually meets him there. And Michael comes with cake. This is where it culminates into the massive, amazing part. He knows that Angela likes cake. And as soon as she eats cake, she goes from grumpy to hangry to feeling satisfied. But there's an issue. She doesn't want the cake. Guess what happens?
I know, the reception.
That's not going to work this time.
Please.
There's your cake, Michael.
And with that, Michael turns involuntary white face. You try to make your relationship with Angela work, and she throws it in your face, literally. Lucky he didn't get like a sword cake or something, you know. Grenade cake, he'd be dead. Well, this is hilarious and funny, and it's also cake and done in many, many movies. I do want to say, for what it's worth, 90 Day Fiancé has a complete habit of letting the girls on the show mistreat men. You know, we're in 2024 now. We need to actually start having equality on every side. It got to a point where it's like, yeah, of course, men should never touch women in that way, but it's equally just as bad to watch, in my opinion, girls be able to push, shove, or aggravate these guys. And everyone's like, yeah, that's fine. They're weaker. I don't know where the line is, but I know every time I watch it, I feel just as bad looking at someone feel like they have the power to do that to another person, man, woman, child. Doesn't matter. And I feel like if she was allowed to keep doing that and thought that there was nothing wrong with her physically being able to do this to people and not use her words instead, then eventually we could have bigger issues. So it's something to keep an eye out for. I feel like that does need to change eventually.
How much more can I take?
I don't know, but your face will be delicious to some people. So also, if you can find a stray dog, you will get licked. I don't know if you like any of that stuff, Michael. I am trying to get you away from this toxic relationship. This is actually the best ending in a scrumptious cake on your face. Not bad. I know you wanted it to be her ass, and that is the cake you wanted on your face, but this is a close second. So
Michael's lying to me again. This time, it's something as dumb as Michael saying he hasn't been to a boat dock.
If it's that dumb, why don't you let it go? If you know it's dumb, why don't you let it go? Because I know what Angela thinks. It's the principle of him lying. But I don't know if that's necessarily lying. Him saying he wasn't on a boat a year ago and then forgetting could just be that. It doesn't need to be a fight for no reason. He didn't do anything on the boat. Angela has these preconceived notions that he went on the boat, started getting his ding-dong wet, you know, started playing like I'm on a Boat by T-Pain and then just have girls twerk everywhere for him. There was more guys on the boat than girls. And to my knowledge, in that picture, there was only one girl on the boat. So I don't even know. He wasn't even sitting next to her. He didn't look like he was talking to her. I don't know what the caption said, but it feels like a huge overreaction. And I feel like that's the problem with Angela. She's just like, oh, so you know other girls? Well, F you. That's crazy.
Hello?
I'm not ready to forgive you yet, Michael, but There's a restaurant around the corner from the hotel. Can you be there at 7 o'clock?
All right. Bye.
Eventually, Angela actually figures out that she might have overreacted with the cake stuff and says, even though I'm not ready to forgive you, I do want to talk about it. And they meet at another food place. By this time, I would be like, Angela, meet me at a place where you can't pick up things and throw it at me. Let's meet at a immovable boulder store or, I don't know, a ancient statue museum, okay? Please. But they do meet.
Hi, Angie.
No, Michael. What is wrong with you telling me the truth? I don't know if no one deserves either way we're treating each other.
Can you question it, actually? Can you question it off camera and then come back and... Actually, I question it off camera because, you know, we did that whole story. Michael actually did, at the end of the series, spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen this, he does go to America and he actually goes missing and everyone thinks Angela kills him. But he just went missing because he was afraid of his wife. Being afraid of your wife shouldn't be a thing. That's... Do you take this woman in sickness and health? In scariness as well, I guess? Michael's like, I guess so. Sure. That's crazy. That's not... Do people do that? Are they afraid of their partners? Should you be? I don't know.
It makes me question everything about our relationship. Is he just trying to get to America? Is he trying to get a green card and marry someone else and have a family? You know, it all...
Yes, bitch. He loves America. Guns in my area. Remember that Childish Gambino song? This is America. Michael is scarier. This is America. Michael is scarier. Michael is scarier. This is America. That's crazy. Michael wants to get to America. He wants to shake hands with Donald Trump. The reason he married you is because you look like Donald Trump with a wig, okay? I hate to break it to you, but if you just got an orange spray tan, you would be the man. So, he loves America so much that he would sleep with it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll make it up to you, please. I'm sorry.
How many times have I heard that?
I know.
Are you using me for a visa?
Hell no. Hell no. Love you, baby.
Hell no. Hell no. Of course not. I'm not using you for a visa, but it helps. Yeah. So Michael basically says, I'll be honest with you from now on. That's sort of his go-to. Every time like they have a big fight, he's like, from now on, I won't do the thing that you're mad at. And each day we'll chip at it. The more stuff you get mad at, the more stuff eventually I will try and not be mad at. I'll try and always not be someone who pisses you off. As soon as we get married, I'm gonna try my hardest to not piss you off every day. That's a 2024 vow. Do you wish to take this man's sickness and health? Do you wish to not piss this woman off? I'll try. You may now kiss the bride unless she doesn't like that, in which case you could just fist bump or handshake.
When I first got to Nigeria, Michael and I did nothing but fight. But after making up, these last few days have been better.
Okay, so with that issue out of the way, they finally have a great relationship. And there's no other problems for the series.
Láti rí orí ọmọ bí lọ́kàn ni mi rò sọ́kàn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni n bò tẹ́ni tó ti lé ní 50.
I was totally lying.
Liar.
She does have like a million issues. The next one is the fact that she's pretty old and also probably too old to have a child. And Michael is 30 and wants to have a kid. And his mom wants him to have a kid. She wants grandchildren. And Angela cannot provide that. So now they have a big issue. And the only way they can do it is to try and have surrogacy through someone else. And who better to have a baby for them than Skyla, the person who knows all too well about Michael's dick because of her mom.
She said if it doesn't work, releasing me to have someone to have a baby.
No. Michael, you know how you said that you were gonna be like honest from now on? You should have lied. This is the one time you should have lied. She's speaking Nigerian. You know Angela doesn't know a fucking lick of Nigerian. You could have been like, she said, nice titties. And then Angela would have been like, your mom said. I'll tell her thank you, I guess. Why did he have to say that? Why did you have to verbatim translate that so well that it made complete sense and she got angry at you? Oh. We just talked about how angry she gets when she even realizes Michael is on a boat with another woman. Now we're talking about impregnating another one. That's great. So who better to impregnate than Angela's daughter, right?
Who goes and has a baby with someone else? And by the way, who's gonna raise it? It didn't come out of me, and I didn't have fun having it, so I'm not taking care of someone else's baby.
You have Skyla. I mean, if you said the exact same thing about your... Okay, I guess she's old enough, maybe? Whoa, that's crazy. That's... Wow. Okay, Angela. I mean, that's rich coming from someone who does have a kid with someone else, I guess. What the hell was that about? I didn't think that was coming out of her mouth.
Will he come to the United States and I can't produce a baby, leave me for somebody else to have a baby with? Having a
Yes. Holy shit. What are you asking questions you know the answer to? Exactly. That's what this dude, he's coming to do business and woman. What would you like to do in America? Business and woman. Either order is fine.
baby with another woman to carry your name, would you do that? I mean, if I would agree.
Okay, so now comes the thing, like in the episode, I think this is the craziest moment in the episode. Angela says, would you have a baby with another woman? If I said, yes, you can do it. She said, if I agree to that, would you do it? To a person who wants to have a kid and knows that his actual current wife cannot have a kid. She asked him a hypothetical, and in that hypothetical, she agreed. He says yes, and she gets angry at him. She set this motherfucker up for failure so badly that there was no possible answer. He was supposed to say no, so she said, in the hypothetical, if I said yes, what would you do? And he was supposed to say, baby, even if you said yes, I would say no. I want your dry, beautiful pussy in my face 24/7. That's what you want? How? Why? How would you know that?
I mean, just be honest. I got to know where you stand. If I said it was okay, you would have sex with another woman to pregnate her to have a baby.
That is how you have to have a baby. You crazy bitch. You didn't have to have that part in. If I said yes, you would have to have a sex with another woman to have a baby. Why don't you do it the way that I do it? Imagine a baby. Why don't you do that thing where the stork comes down and delivers a baby? She even re-emphasized. She said, if I said yes, you would agree? How are you supposed to? Holy shit. Like, yeah. If your partner's like, hey, baby, if I said yes to you, me, and someone else, would you say yes? And then someone's like, okay. And then the person gets mad at you. If you say yes, what is the problem? I don't understand. You're supposed to have the hindsight to be like, no, it's not the question you're asking. It's the fact that you're even asking the question and you want me to be like, don't even, shut the fuck up. You don't even ask those questions. Don't even question it, baby. You're my knight in shining armor. You're my princess in crotchless panties. You're everything to me. Don't even question whether I want a baby. Fuck that kid. The only kid I need is the ones that I'm putting on your face from day to day. You know what I mean? That's what he was supposed to say. How would he know that?
I'm shocked you would say that. You know what I want to hear Michael say? No, baby, I would never do that. No, for nothing.
Well, of course he didn't say that. You can't say things like, if I said yes, would you be okay with it? If I thought it was okay, would you think it was okay? No, I would think you're crazy. And I would shake you until you understood. Holy shit. Getting mad at someone for a hypothetical question when it's not even gonna happen is like a new level of like, I don't know if it's manipulation. I don't know if it's just someone who wants to get angry over anything. I'm not sure what that is, but it needs to be checked out, because that is, now you just want to get angry at someone for the sake of it, because that's not even happening anyway.
He didn't say that. You have plenty of time when I'm dead and gone to get your own child if I can't perform.
Did you just say perform one? You don't perform children. This is not a magician thing like, whoop, my vagina just produced it. That's not a thing, okay? You can't perform children. Stop.
One. Because I will not ever agree to that.
It's common in Nigeria to have a baby outside with the side chick.
Sign me up to move to Nigeria.
I signed you up.
Wait, did you say you have a baby with a side chick? No. You have the baby with the main one. The side chick's not for that. What? Sign me back up to not Nigeria. No.
If a baby's so important to you, Michael, you need to find you a younger woman, but stop wasting my damn time on it.
Swearing aside, that is actually something that's, I wish she stood on business when she said that. She was like, look, this is what I can offer you. A 50-something-year-old body and whatever else she brings to the table. What she can't offer you is biologically a child, because just, it's really unfair that women don't get the same amount of time. And it's something that, like, you know, it's just really unfair, in my opinion, that they have this time, this constant timer, like, if I want to have a child, I have to have it by this age, and they may not have everything ready, and it's like crazy. So I could never understand that, and I understand that sucks. But at the same time, Angela's right. Like, she's like, I can't do this. I know my limitations. So if you're not happy with that, then choose someone who can meet your timeline better than I can. And for what it's worth, that's the only thing she said in this episode, which I agree with.
Let's try to see what we can do.
I don't even want to do it now.
Please, don't say that. Don't say that.
What if I can't do it? Let's just get to the end of it.
I don't even want to do it now, Michael. I don't want to do it. I don't want to have a baby. You couldn't. Fuck you, Michael. What the hell was that? Starts fighting again.
You can, baby. Nothing is impossible.
Tim, I can't.
I'll still be with you now. I'm not saying I'm gonna leave you, baby. I'll still be with you.
I think biologically it might be, Michael. I watched Mission Impossible. Tom Cruise did it. You can too. Have a baby.
Michael wants to have a baby. I love him enough that I'm gonna try. Going to a fertility clinic puts a lot of pressure on me.
God, what was the whole conversation for yesterday if today she's completely fine with it? She's like, one day, I don't know if she's bipolar. Because one day she's like, I absolutely am going to crush this man's soul if he ever even talks about having a kid. This man cannot have a kid. The next day she's like, I love him. Sure, let me go to the doctor, see if they can make kids happen from inside of me. I don't know. Maybe they can perform a kid from, I don't know, we'll see.
For women, once we have age of 40, our fertility drops by 90%. So we are only 10% fertile.
That is unbelievable, by the way. Like, I did not know. I just didn't have enough knowledge to understand that that's, like, it drops to 10% when the woman is 40 or over. So, like, what a crazy statistic. Because sometimes for men, you'd be like 40, still acting like a 10-year-old child. The amount of maturity women have to have a kid and understand and bear a child and also mentally prepare for that responsibility is just astonishingly amazing. So kudos to the girls out there. At the risk of pandering, but also if you're like Angela, get wrecked.
The doctor's telling me that I have one egg that I can't use because it's probably not alive.
Okay, so they go to the clinic and the doctor says you have 2 eggs, one isn't working. There is one left and you can use it to do that thing that they do on Friends where Phoebe has kids with her brother. That's not the like actual explanation. I was just, imagine if the doctor's like, oh, we got a Phoebe situation. The phalanges are happening here.
So I'm gonna tote my baby with his sperm and what, Michael, you wanna talk to Skylar about?
Holy shit. Okay, so they go on the internet and they call Skylar. They're gonna ask her to have the kid, but when they go online, Angela gets about 50% of the way and says, hey, we need to ask you a big question. And she passes it off to Michael. She throws Michael into the fire. She's like, if you want the baby, you ask my child. That's why I had the kid, so you can have yours. I mean, Michael barely knows this woman and is now asking her to be basically the oven for the baby.
I want to request for something. Can you give us your egg?
You cannot have an egg of mine.
Okay, there it is. I have a favor. Give me your egg. Tell me my last name, Michael. Angela. No, my last name is not my mother's first name, Michael. Jesus Christ, I'm not giving you my egg. I thought it was the other way around. I thought they were gonna use her as the oven. They just wanted her to do that. So that's like, I mean, can you imagine the fucked up family dynamic that would inevitably pose once it happens? I need to remind people that Friends is a sitcom. Phoebe didn't actually have her brother's kids because that would be a hell of a conversation. Her family on that series was pretty removed anyway. If Angela comes to a family reunion and the kid is there and is like, why do I look like my sister? Like, why do I look like I'm her kid? And then Angela is like, yeah, you are actually technically my kid, but you are my kid's kid.
So you're kind of like half my grandkid, half my kid. And your sister's your mom. And your dad is your grandpa.
Yeah, the kid's not gonna, no, don't, that's a great idea. Actually, the kid would be severely fucked if this happened.
Skylar doesn't want to give us a hair. I don't really know how it will affect our relationship.
So with that being done, 2 problems have occurred and they don't seem to be going away. We also have a third one if we factor in the fact that they don't know whether they're getting married yet or whether they will actually get the green card so that Michael can come over. So we have that issue. We have the fact that Angela probably cannot have a baby and her baby is not going to give them a baby.
Bummer.
They also seem to fight every other given day and the sight of Michael with another woman causes Angela to erupt into Mount Vesuvius. So those are just some of the issues. But let's move on to the friends. Another issue that she has that I talked about earlier. It is finally time for Angela to meet Michael's friends yet again and she is absolutely in her mood. Let's see how this goes. Here we go. Okay, cool.
Now Michael wants me to sit down with his friends that I cannot stand. I can't believe I agreed to do this.
Okay, so after the cake fight that ended in Michael's face being turned white, they eventually made up. But they didn't really make up because Angie is now meeting Mike's friends again. And she hates Mike's friends. You know why? Because Mike's friends want Mike to have, and I quote, fun.
What is that?
Ugh, how could that possibly happen when you're not with your
Let's have it. Let's have it.
Beautiful wife. Yep, beautiful's a word now.
How you doing?
What's up, bro?
Peter.
So this is why I've been seeing you around.
Yes, because she's blocking him. And I don't mean physically. But also could be potentially that. I mean, honestly, if Michael had a remote up his ass, he wouldn't be controlled as much by this woman. She's just... At this point, it's only been the start of their relationship. It's the second trip to Nigeria. And Angela is already just demanding he doesn't work, he doesn't go out, he doesn't spend too much time with his friends, he doesn't look at other girls, he doesn't think about other girls. He doesn't even know what a girl is. Because if he even knows that, he's done. And Angela is using that ammo of when he cheated. I admit that he did something wrong, but she's using that to control their whole relationship. And this is just never gonna work. So now she's meeting friends, and she is absolutely pissed because they are cool people.
Why are you doing that? Look at me.
He's like smiling and she's like, why are you doing that, huh? Why are you frowning upside down with the teeth? Are you a shark? What is this, huh? Are you in Jaws, bitch? Why do you do this?
I don't like you.
What is the problem now?
You're my problem, and you're my problem. Michael and his friends were invited to a party. I was sick, and I needed Michael's emotional support.
Michael's friends invited him to a party, but I was pooping up a storm in my house in America. I needed Michael's help. Even though Michael's in Nigeria and I'm in America, I needed him to call me and soothe me and say things like, "Ooh, baby, you gotta be okay. Oh, I'm sorry you shit your pants." Yeah, okay. All right, this man can't have fun.
I was on a video chat with Michael, begging him not to go to this party. I could see his friends in the background laughing at my misery.
Look, if you're sick and you see your partner out here partying in the streets, you're probably gonna feel some type of way. You probably are. But at the same time, if you're a good partnership and you're in a good relationship and you understand, like, okay, when this dude gets back, he'll probably call me and take care of me because he does like me or love me for some reason. Probably wouldn't be the most mad, but she is absolutely angry at these guys for being like, Mike, come party, man. You're 30, you're young. You're not 60 like some people. Not gonna say who, but it rhymes with you're rife.
You're way too possessive and bossy.
And you know what? That's not your business.
Wow,
so funny,
calm
ain't
down,
it?
man.
Is that
Stop
funny?
it.
Ah, there it is. You know, doing this to your own husband is bad enough, right? Throwing cake at your husband is like, okay, that's malicious and also scrumptious at the same time. It's scrumptious. Doing it to your husband's friends, your to-be husband's friends, is some crazy. Like, that's a bridge too far. Say I have a relationship with this girl and I don't like her friends. It's one thing to say I don't like Tina. She's a bit mean. But it's another thing to pull Tina's hair and then throw her around like I'm in Matilda scene. You know what I mean? That's, you know, so throwing ice on people. I don't know who made this a thing where it's like if a girl is mad, she'll just throw a water or some beverage at you. Bro, unless I'm in the Sahara Desert, don't be doing that. Okay? I feel like Angela is just way too quick with that stuff. And I don't know if it actually counts as assault, but it should, right?
I was warning y'all at our wedding and everything until y'all did what y'all did to me.
Angie.
You're rude, but you respect your elders. Remember, I'm your elder.
Okay, so then the guy starts laughing and evil clapping like some boss who, you know, as soon as you throw liquid on him, he gets stronger. And Angela doesn't like this. She now starts using the elders comment, which he hated in the first series, to her benefit by saying, respect your elders.
70 years old, man.
I'm an elderly stateswoman. Respect me or else. We're in Nigeria. We're in a country where old people get respected.
I can't waste my time on this.
Let him go, please.
Seriously, I can't.
It's okay.
No,
Oh my God. God damn, Angela. Did you see what just happened, guys? This dude got so mad, he turned his head forward. It was bad. He was the cool guy, and then he was like, I'm done with this shit. I'm gonna go to work, raise a family. I hate this shit. I'm done with this life. She got him to turn his hat forward. That's bad. That's evil. I thought the walking away was bad, but turning his hat around, that means he's on the straight and narrow now.
You know what? It ain't okay. Let go.
You know what? What is said about you is really true.
Calm down now. I'm telling you,
Are you
calm down.
So Michael, at this point, is losing friends. Literally, his friends are walking away from him. I don't know if he's capable of understanding that this woman is a hurricane, tornado type woman who is just blowing away everything in her path. And you're gonna have to make a hard choice. Is it friends or lovers? And you can't love your friends, because if you really loved on them, you'd marry them. The point is that Michael is just losing people that he cared about for someone who he currently cares about. And it's a tough decision because it's probably conceivable that people who have a great relationship have friends who don't like that relationship. But wouldn't it be easier if your girlfriend or boyfriend just liked the people you hung out with? Would that not just make life easier? Because I feel like it would. I can't have this thing where my parents hate my wife hates my friends hate me. That's too much. I just need everyone to get the fuck along, you know?
I'm telling you.
Are you begging him to calm down at your table?
Hold on now.
You're in Nigeria,
You
okay?
married a woman,
the man take
and
charge.
I'm not here to live.
Okay, see, I don't agree with that. This is what I mean. Like, there's two things in this situation. I feel like the friends really have his best interest at mind. I feel like his really good friends would accept that he is marrying a poncho-shaped American woman and be completely fine with it. Because if my friend did that and she was 90 years old and he said, "Hey, Leo, I'm in love," I'd say, "Oh my God, when's the funeral? But I'll be there." You gotta support your friends. If you love them, then you love who they love. But at the same time, you know, if your friends are dating, you gotta tell them whether they like it or not, because you gotta protect that too. So I don't know who to agree with. The only thing I do know is whoever is their waiter is going to be really shocked when he comes to the table and realize everyone is gone.
You're getting ready to go home with him because this is the last straw. The only one's got sense sitting here because he has not said a word yet because he's listening to me.
Angela.
God damn, she's fighting with anyone and everyone. Two people have left the table. This is like The Apprentice, and Donald Trump is like, "You're fired.
You're all fired.
You're done." And now she turns over to like her own partner, like Melania or something, and be like, "You also are fired, actually."
All four are fired. Go home.
Man, Michael's getting the smoke for no reason. He just sat down. The only dude who's not getting the smoke is the one who hasn't said a word, and I think he's just too scared because he probably shat his pants.
I don't think this is the best way to resolve it.
I don't want y'all around him. You're under bad influence, and
Yes,
that was
you went
special.
out. I don't
And
think
guess-
he did anything wrong.
I don't give a what you say.
Okay. How can you be this old and this cranky, man? I thought this was reserved for animation films where the cranky person grows up to then admit that he actually does have love in his soul, like the movie Up. I didn't realize this was an actual thing. Up was based on Angela from 90 Day Fiancé. You know what I mean? She's literally 3 seconds ago was like, "This guy's the only guy who listens to me." And then he was like, "I don't agree with you." And she's like, "Shut the fuck up. I don't care what you think. Bro, I'll body slam you through this table." Angela is like a palm tree with like a shouting voice. She's just so unbearable at times.
You got a girlfriend?
Yeah, I do.
Then go spend time with her and leave my man alone.
I have to go now. This is, it's
There is a guy.
getting
See you
too
later.
much.
Nice talking to you. It's too much.
All right, so then that guy leaves, rendering all of Michael's friends useless. I mean, Michael's gonna lose his relationship with friends. He's not working at the moment. He's gonna become so isolated that he develops a codependency on this lady to a point that if he leaves, he has to make new friends, find a new job, and he would realize at that point, staying with her is easier than doing that, which is the most toxic shit you can do to someone. That is manipulating to a point that is a masterclass, honestly. It's ridiculous. What she is attempting to do to him is like vile. I don't know if she knows she's doing that either, but I have a feeling on some deep level, she must know this is what's happening. This poor dude needs to figure out a way to get his relationship healthy or he will sink to the bottom of the sea and SpongeBob will be his only love.
That went well, honey. Bastard.
Yeah, look at his face. Oh my God, he looks like he's defeated. You know, at the end screen in Tekken, once your character dies, and it's like, continue.
You lose. Continue.
This is him. He's like, 8, 7, 6. Oh shit, you're never gonna press continue.
The way she acted, I feel embarrassed. It hurts me. I don't think my friendship with them will ever be the same again.
Classic saying, man, bros before hoes. I don't know if either of those apply. I don't know if she's a hoe, so I think we're gonna need to come up with a new saying. Ponchos before ponchos. There we go.
I wish she would just talk instead of yell, but she gets upset so quick. And I don't know if I'll be able to cope with it for the rest of my life.
I mean, how could you cope with it for the rest of your life? Imagine going to any place where you have friends and your outspoken wife drives them away to a point where you can't even make friends, or you see the point of making friends as not even a thing. They're not even girls. If they were girls, she would have probably wrestled them into submission right now. The fact that they're guys was like, okay, she's gonna say that they're shit and they'll leave. She goes like crazy when she knows Michael is hanging out with a girl. Guys are bad enough because she knows guys know girls, and that's a problem to her. She just wants to live in a maximum security male prison pretty much which is what she's really putting him in, to be honest. With a successful friendship-destroying dinner, they move on to the next day. This is just a successful trip to Nigeria, isn't it?
I've been here in Nigeria with my fiance, Michael, a little over a week now. There goes these plastic chairs again.
Yeah, plastic's not meant to handle that, you know. It does say no parking there, so if you could take your fat ass off it. No, I'm joking, but like, it's a plastic chair, dude. Oh, I don't know. American people sometimes get to me. I grew up with those chairs, except mine was white, and they had like little holes in it. Every function you used to go to, you'd have those. I grew up in a farm. You had like 100 of them. People are coming, you put the chairs out. If you're too fat, get two, stick them together. I don't know. Just stop. It's Nigeria, dude. I guess she really wants to bring him to America, so she's at the point where she's like, ugh, you guys sit on plastic? We eat that.
I don't like these so-called friends of Michael's.
I genuinely thought she was talking about the chairs. I thought she was like, I don't like these chairs. They don't support my back. Lumbar, more like don't. That's what this chair is, bitch.
Michael was pretty upset about the situation. And honestly, I don't know what to do about it.
Listen, I'm kind of surprised about their attitude yesterday. I'm not happy with it.
Okay, so as I said, Michael needed to do something about it, and the next day they go out for lunch, and to my surprise, just quite genuinely and happily, he tells Angela point blank, your attitude yesterday was bad, and I am not happy with the way that you treated my friends and me. And whenever he stands up for himself, I feel like this is actually what he needs to do enough off to make sure Angela is not overpowering him, because he's quite often a submissive person to his own demise and probably what he likes to do. He's more of a laid-back sounding type of person, but every now and again you've got to put Angela in her place when she oversteps the line, and for once he's doing it, and I think that she's actually receptive to this to a point.
I think I deserve more respect from them and also from you. Angela yelling at my friends at the restaurant, I didn't appreciate that.
You get him, girl. Good work, Michael. You stand up to that crazy old that beautiful, sensational lady. Even a beautiful lady like that sometimes can do wrong. As my dad says, even a pretty lady takes a dump. Okay.
It makes me feel sad that I might not be friends with these friends of mine again.
You know, when I was sitting across from the goofballs, especially the middle nigger,
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear what she said. I'm just gonna. I don't think that's actually what she said. I think that is just a very quick edit. Nope, no. Okay, just let's move on. That was not a said, nope.
Today, Michael and I are meeting up with the goofballs again because I want to apologize for how I acted.
You think Angela calls him that? Like, she role plays. She's like, oh, I watched Django. I'm a role play now. Because, you know, Angela does some outlandish shit, some like crazy stuff. I wish that like this is just like a big fat joke, but I feel like she might. You know, those handcuffs, she might get a whoop and say some things that maybe people in this century don't say. If you catch she's from the dirty South, and boy, is she dirty type beat. Yeah. Okay, you get what I'm saying. Just think about that whenever you're feeling too good about yourself, if you want to feel less good. All right, so against Angela's better judgment, and I guess Michael's as well, she again agrees to meet up with the friends. This time, understanding that she has overreacted, she threw too many things at too many people. She needs to calm down, like that Taylor Swift song.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
I'm here to apologize how I acted.
Michael.
And you know what? To Michael's friends' credit, all of them decided to meet up again as well. I don't know if I would do that if someone's like partner was being a bit too much. I might have just been like, bro, until you sort that out, I'm not going to be part of it. But they immediately was like, okay, I see. She was a bit angry. She'd been throwing too many ice cubes around. She's acting like Ice Cube, to be honest.
Break your motherfucking legs. Break your legs.
Oh, and Angela. We're very sorry.
She apologizes in this like crazy like I'm sorry type tone, and the Nigerian boys apologize back in sync, mind you.
Los secretos escondidos en la noche. Los antiguos.
Which is kind of cool. And I guess that sort of fixes the relationship. It doesn't, but like they have a mutual respect and understanding. They both care about this person, and in order for all of them to get along, they need to coexist. And nothing more really happens during that one. So at least, if nothing else, everyone is sorry. Let's let bygones be bygones, right?
And I'm missing you already.
Oh, my boobs.
Definitely.
Why? Why? Is this because I said that thing like 5 minutes ago? Is that why? Why? Angela's boobs is like...
I don't want y'all around here.
Just don't... I forget that she even has any. Hey, why you even say things like that, okay? Okay. Michael's gonna miss Angela's boobs because she's leaving back to America, which caps off a very second successful trip with her now fiance, Michael, which is great.
Baby, I promise I will never out you, okay?
Ah, okay. So this is at the airport, Michael wearing an American shirt signifying what he loves the most, America, and, you know, sucking up to her so that he can finally get there. He then goes down on one knee at the airport. This is what happens with this couple. Michael constantly gets down on one knee, but this is not like to say, I want to marry you. He gets down on one knee to make some promises, which is gangsta. That's like how you should really make promises, on bended knee.
I promise I won't mess this shit up again. Now I'm gonna get down on the other knee so you know this is a new promise.
On the right side. I'm finally doing things on the right side of things now.
Saying goodbye to Angela, it's kind of seems like half of my body is leaving.
Can you imagine at the airport, he gets down on one knee, everyone's like, in the crowd, and he's like, I promise not to hurt you. And they're like, and? Is that, oh, wow, that's, what? Is this how the Gen Zs propose? All right, cool. What do you, put a Taco Bell on your fucking finger? Jesus Christ.
I mean...
Aww.
It's a very sweet, emotional moment. They miss each other because by the end of the trip, they forget the start of the trip in which they always fight with each other. And with that, Angela goes back to sweet home South. I forget where she's from. Sweet home South. Yeah.
I've always wanted to get Botox because I do want to look as fresh as I can and maybe a little younger. Okay, don't lie.
So we catch up with Angela, and I think this might be the new season. There's some time away, this and that happens. When we catch up with her again, she has something new on her mind and also on her face, which is Botox. Angela wants to look younger, but the world and life doesn't. So it's a conflict of interest, but she's getting Botox to remove those wrinkles.
I don't like when women like overdo it.
That's her friend, and she said the words, I don't like when women overdo it. And then she looked at the camera and nobody laughed themselves to death. So that's the peak comedy in this episode. A woman who has too much Botox, ironically saying that she doesn't like women with too much Botox. All right.
Dodie! Oh, God! Oh!
Flight of the Valkyries is an amazing piece of music, isn't it? It was in the movie Apocalypse Now. It is, I think, public domain. Using it on Angela getting Botox might be the most insulting piece to that fine piece of work that anyone could do. This is like using Mozart when you're jacking off. It's just not what you want to do, you know? That one hurt me. But anyway, she gets needles in the face and everything, and I can tell you, she is looking 5 to 10 seconds younger. So that's good.
Michael fails this interview. I told him we're probably done. What else was there to do? I mean, I'm not moving to Nigeria. I've done told him this.
Oh, apparently, we catch up with Angela when she's talking to the interview people. She said that she told Michael that they're done because she's not going back to Nigeria and Michael's not coming over here, so there's no way that they can exist. And I don't know when she said that because this didn't occur in the series. So apparently they're done, but they're of course not done because it's Angela and Michael.
If you don't get this visa, what are we gonna do? Have a relationship going over there once a year? I don't have the strength. I'm not getting younger. It's either the K1 or K-Done.
Nope, so she just offers an ultimatum to Michael and basically says we get a K1 or you're K-Done, meaning you either get that spousal visa to come here, and if that works out, we're good. If it doesn't, then we can't. And that process has proven to be a long and arduous process. We don't know if they have it yet, but what we do know is Angela is growing tired of this long distance relationship and her constant flying over to Nigeria, which is a pretty reasonable thing to say, I would assume. I don't hate it. But now I'm gonna take you to a character who looks like the SpongeBob character. Angela's mom, when I saw her on screen, I got scared. Now, she's just a woman. There's nothing wrong with her. She is a person who has had cancer and survived. Congratulations to her. But I think I would be lying, and I think you would be lying, if you looked at her and you didn't think of that old worm prune thing from SpongeBob when him and Patrick were dating, double dating, and then Patrick was dating that woman, and then that woman had a mom, and she was like an old prune thing. This is that.
Come here, grandma, take a picture with me.
Oh my God.
It was my reaction when I was seeing, she looks like Albert Einstein. All right.
Sit up. Can y'all please give me your attention?
Oh, hell no!
I like the mom already. So, besides the granddaughter calling her grandma a sexy beast, which is just, that's gonna need to be unpacked like a suitcase later on. Angela is then explaining to her kids and everyone's kids who Michael is, and she's like,
Can I have your attention?
and the mom who is looking at Angela is like, nope. As soon as she asks for the attention, she's like, not on your life, I'm doing that. The mom's hilarious.
Remember? And I proposed to him. Listen to me, Mom.
So she's trying to explain to the kids that Michael might be coming over to live with them. And she gets progressively angry at everyone because nobody's listening to her. They're kids, and there's a mom who seems too old. I think she's transcended what the current age of life is, and her daughter, who her and Michael asked to have her kid. She's got a room full of people who don't give a fuck. A flying fuck at that. Why would anyone care?
When Michael gets here, there's rules you were gonna have. And when I'm gone, Skylar's gonna have to listen to him too, because that's gonna be her stepdad. Oh,
No,
yes.
ma'am.
She's just literally just throwing words out at people who don't care. What is this, bro? Can you possibly pick an audience who cares less to have this statement apply to? Everyone's just on the ground playing. The kids are just like, woohoo! Michael Jordan, woohoo! What that? Michael Tyson. Woo. You might as well have just said a bunch of like nothing. Nobody cared. The only person who cared enough to say, I'm not going to take orders from a stepdad. I don't know what you think this is, but that's not happening. Bro, Angela needs to know her audience.
Charge, this is what it's about.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
No.
God, I didn't know she sounded like she smoked 18 tons of cigarettes. All right, cool. Okay, I agree with Ma over here, though. I agree with her. She opened her mouth. She clearly will need time to say words.
First year, I played in...
This is now Eric's 4th attempt.
But she thought this was important enough to say. Hell no, I'll be damned. She hit that. She was like, all right, I haven't talked the whole day. Here's what I have to say. Fuck this shit. I'm out.
He's in charge of Andy.
No, that's not right. He's gonna be taking care of these kids, helping me and you.
The grandma really is like, oh no, these never, I'm taking care of me. Look at me, I'm in my prime. All right, maybe I'm not, but he's not taking care of me.
All right, let's get ready for bed, y'all. Come on.
All right, y'all get out of here.
Oh.
Yep, so that conversation went down about as well as you think. But I guess Angela is back on the mend and she is happy to have Michael back in the picture. For every time she says that she's not with him, you need to blink. Because once you blink, you realize she'll forget that whole statement. She has threatened to leave him so many times that it is becoming a absolutely useless threat at this point. K1 and K-Don is not a thing. She would go to Nigeria 100 times if she had to. And you know what? Everything that she says that she's not gonna do, she does. Because she loves this man. And it should be romantic, and she doesn't know who else to control in America. So, she's going to Nigeria. Yep. Anyway, now she's trying on her wedding dress because they're about to get married in her mind, I think.
Like, I really feel like a bride.
Well, you're wearing a wedding dress. You look like one. Right?
After reviewing all your documents and information presented, you are being found ineligible to receive a visa.
So, after she tries on the wedding dress, looks like a bride, Michael then calls her, and then he shows her a piece of paper, and she's like, what? Because Michael, he's so unintentionally funny. Imagine just shoving a piece of paper into a camera, moving it, expecting the 60-year-old woman to be like, oh yeah, all right, cool, what does that say? Understandably, she's annoyed, and then he starts reading it, and it turns out it's the K1, and they said that he is ineligible to receive the K1, meaning
It was failure. Failure, 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 failure.
he is not going to get it right now.
It's called failure.
And that is not good for Angela's mental health, and also anyone else who is trying not to be the Hulk right now.
You got denied?
Yes.
Look at me, Michael. You're making, baby.
In a very raw and emotional moment, which I wish 90 Day Fiancé would do more of, I see Michael crying.
You're still a failure.
And you'd think that he's crying because he can't be with his wife, but he's crying because he can't be with what he truly loves, America.
Why are you running?
It's a real emotional moment that hits home for a lot of people because, man, imagine if you love someone and the thing separating you is documents. Pieces of paper telling you the person you have fallen for you can't be with. That's heartbreaking. Or in his case, the country you can't make love to every night. So he cries and she consoles him, and she's as good as Angela could be. In any moment I've seen her not just start yelling at him for crying, but she sort of like hypes him up, and she's like, oh, we'll get through this. Will they? I don't know. Now Michael is going to meet his friends to explain to them that he has been denied that K1 visa.
I'm going to meet my friends to talk to them regarding my visa. You're making it feel as if I'm not serious with her.
That doesn't sound like visa talk. Hey guys, I want to tell you about my visa. Vis-a-vis, you don't like my wife. Why? Explain. Huh? What do you think? Huh? You think this is just because I love America? Huh? It's not just because of that.
But come on, she's trashy. Look at beautiful calm
Don't say that now. Stop. It's obvious. Stop now. Stop. What's the meaning of that now? Stop it.
Oh, okay, so his friend who got liquid thrown on him last time is back. Every time he comes, he returns with a different hat. I don't know if someone could bring that up. He's got 3 different hats every time. This guy's a hat freak. Now, he sits down and he calls her trashy. Now, you never call another person's girl, man, whatever. You don't call another person's love that, because that's going too far. And Michael stands up and he stands up for his woman, and he's like, you don't call her trashy. She may be trashy, but you don't call her that. Everyone just assumes that.
Why would you say she's trashy?
Bro, she's
For what?
trashy. It's obvious she's trashy.
Why would you say she's trashy?
Oh, bro, just relax.
Why would you say she's trashy? Eh?
Okay, so now this dude can't catch a break. Every time he sits down for dinner, something's getting thrown off at him, or like something getting slapped off him. I've never seen this before, but this might be the most calm man I've ever seen when someone is throwing fists at you and you're just looking and smiling. That is badass. I'm not even gonna lie. Michael slaps the glasses out of him and he just looks and he's like, now you know the truth. What's behind these glasses is pure truth.
Michael,
Why would you say she's trashy? For what?
Michael,
Calm down.
can my fiancé pour drink on you?
What bitch is that?
Bro,
Get out.
Yeah, Michael's got some quick hands, man. He smacks everything. No matter what these guys do from now on, they are not allowed to drink liquids. Because clearly the shit is flying all over the place whenever a few of them are combined in the same scene.
It's a hard knock life for us.
And I don't know if this is just like Michael's personality, but there is a very small chance Angela could be rubbing off onto Michael. And not in the way that we like to not think about them. Sometimes when you're with your partner, things you say might rub off on them. Things you do might rub. It's very cute. But in this case, it's not cute. Don't do this to people, Michael. Stop hitting things out of people. Can we use our words and not our hands? Because if Mike Tyson couldn't communicate and only had his fists, I wouldn't be anywhere near this man.
You can't last 2 minutes in my world, bitch. Look at you scared now, you hoe. Scared like a little white pussy. Scared of the real man. I'll fuck you till you love me, faggot.
I wouldn't want to. That's crazy, Michael. You gotta talk things out. Sorry. You gotta talk things out, not slap them out.
Mike,
Michael!
So this time it's Michael who's walking away from the situation. Every time they meet up, someone's walking away from something, and he is done with that friend. He is absolutely like, you do not call my wife trashy. You do not even think that about my wife, because then you will confirm my bias about her.
I K1 visa. I was denied.
After calming down, he meets up with the two friends, not the one who he slapped the glasses off of, because he's too mad at that guy, and he tells them that his visa was denied. And it sort of shows that maybe a lot of stuff was pent-up aggression, just dealing with these angry thoughts and emotions that came out over this.
My foot, my up. Oh, my shoulders, oh, my shoulders, oh, my arms.
It still is bad to obviously call someone trashy, just as a rule of thumb, don't. But Michael sort of calmed down to the point where he can talk about the situation.
I felt so destabilized about it. I was so down. I'll give up my friends for Angela. She's my fiancée. That's whom I'm going to spend my life with.
That is cool and true and awesome and very wholesome, and I'm sure every girl wants to hear that, but that's also not true and not wholesome and not healthy, because it's like saying I'm gonna give up everything for one person, and now you put insurmountable pressure on them. They have to please you to the amount of 4 or 5 people who could compensate for that in different ways. You start to feel bad, then you start to blame them because you gave up all this for that, you sacrificed this so I could be with you type beat. And I've seen this so many times in so many different relationships where it could be avoided when you allow your partner or spouse to live their own life independently, have their friends independent of you, and then also choose to be with you. It makes those moments more special. We're people. We're social creatures, and even though I and 100,000 other people are antisocial, it's nice to have different perspectives. So if you do have a person, it's nice to also have friends with them. It doesn't mean that you don't love them any less, you know?
I need y'all to look for a little black book. It has passport on it. I'm not gonna find it this time.
Okay, so I guess this is Angela's 3rd trip to Nigeria. Even though she clearly said she'd never go back, she's going back. She can't find her passport, which I have a quick solution for. Since you put your phone in your boobs each time, why didn't you put your passport there too? You're flying to Nigeria every other week. You might as well keep it where you look, bro.
It's not. I'm packing for Nigeria, and I'm full of nerves because Michael's visa was denied.
I got it.
I love you, bye.
All right, so trip number 3, she's leaving her kids and everyone else. Sorry, her kid and her kids' kids and her mom. Just everyone. She's like, can't wait to leave all of them. The way that she says bye every time, like when she's with Michael, she's like holding him.
When she's with her family, she's like, bye, little kids, see you later.
And with that, she's single-handedly keeping the economy of Nigerian flights in business. She is honestly flying there so often. You think that she'd have like frequent flyer miles to Nigeria?
What do I owe you? Nothing. It's for free.
What type of plane is this?
The way that I don't understand why they don't get anything done when they're there. Every time they get there, they're like, okay, mandatory, we have sex, then we fight, then we argue, then we meet your family, we fight some more, I cry, and then I leave. Then we have more problems. That's a hell of a relationship you got going there. While she's flying into Nigeria, Michael meets up with a person from Nigeria to discuss his K1 and whatever he could do to move forward. But the results are kind of bleak.
Angela doesn't want to get married here. All she wants to do is to get married in the States. It won't be easy to change Angela's mind because she's hard to convince.
So when Michael goes to see his representative, they say that if you want any chance of even going over to America, you're probably gonna have to get married in Nigeria for the American people to see that what you're doing is not a marriage out of like falseness. If you're really someone who could prove your love, you get married there, it sort of builds a stronger case that you guys are together, have been together, don't care where you're living, and then they grant green card status, and then you can finally move to the best country on the earth who deserves to be protected and keep those dirty immigrants out, right guys? America! Statue of Liberty literally says, give me a sick, you're poor. But anyway, fuck that statue. We hate those dirty New Zealanders.
We're gonna build the wall. We have no choice. We have no choice.
It feels like eternity since I last kissed or hugged my baby.
Motherfucker, do you have another cake? Do you like eating it off your own face? Do you want her to get fatter? Which part of this cake thing has ever went well in your opinion. Every time he sees her, he's like, I got you a cake. Do whatever you want with it. You can put on any part of my body, not just my face and anger. You know what I mean?
I miss kisses and crazy ass.
yeah, okay, bro. A crazy ass. That's how I bite into that shit like a peach. James in the giant. Peach, you know what I mean? I'm a bite her ass. The producer's like, okay, dude, we can't have any of that. We're just gonna have to add one long beep to that. But thank you for that image, bro. So, Angela finally arrives. It's trip number 3 in Nigeria. We're already up to 3. Imagine.
Let's go get Michael, baby.
I got Angela a cake because
last time went so good. I got Angela a cake because I was eating leftovers off my face for 2 weeks. I loved it. Okay, bro. All right. Okay.
she loves cake, you know.
Yeah,
she likes
she loves
eating
that cake.
sweet things.
You got a cake.
She noticed the cake before him. She looked, she was like, whoa, you got a cake? And it's Michael. Fiance? Cake. Oh, sorry, I looked down at cake when I said fiance. Who are you?
You baby. Baby, listen.
Like 2 minutes later, after they meet up and have that beautiful, just, woo, everything's great moment. This is 2 minutes later, genuinely.
No, you listen. Put your pride down. Put your damn pride down and let.
This is the stupidest relationship, bro. This is just like, as soon as they get in the car, where's the cake now? Is the cake helping you guys? Is the cake fixing your relationship?
Put your damn pride down and let me help you get this.
This is honestly what he's gonna have to do. They're gonna get divorced and then he's gonna be like, remember the wedding cake? And she'll be like, oh man, I knew why I married you. For the cake.
You're hard-headed. Michael acts like he knows everything. Maybe if you listen to me a little, he might have got this K1.
I think if anyone listened to you a little, they'd be 6 foot under. So I don't know about that. I don't know if you can claim Michael is dumber than you. I don't know if that's legally a thing you can say without people vehemently disagreeing with that. No.
I have a surprise gift for Angela. So hopefully change her mood. Close your eyes.
What, you got me some panties?
So Michael at this point is turning into somewhat of a better communicator with Angela. If you've seen him from the start of the series, he had all of these reservations and now it seems like all of them are going out the window and he actually does care to make her happy. He cares about her feelings, protecting them. He shows his emotions and he's clearly growing into someone who deserves to be loved. Angela, on the other hand, has proved to be more loud and more rambunctious than ever. She's like a video game. Like the first game is like, oh, that was good. The second one's louder, more explosion, makes less sense, but the graphics are more Botoxed. She's like the Saints Row of people.
Close your eyes.
What the hell is it?
Oh yeah, hold on.
Damn.
Open your eyes.
So yeah, even with this little thing, like giving a gift, he's like, close your eyes, I want this to be a surprise. And she's like, okay. 10 seconds later, she's like, what is it? Jesus fucking Christ. Like already angry until he actually shows her what it is. And it's a very cute sort of clock. It's a clock that you'd throw straight in the bin because, you know, architecturally speaking and like just fashion speaking, it's disgusting looking, but it's also so cute that you can't throw it in the bin because someone put such time and effort into it. It's one of those really beautiful gifts that you keep no matter how bad it looks. And he's got pictures of all of their journeys before the fighting and maybe even during on this clock. And it's a representation of how much time he's fucking wasted on this relationship.
Oh my God. Oh my God, Michael. I love this. This has really touched my heart.
I'm gonna give you $10 and say she doesn't know what Roman numerals are and how to count them. I'm willing to bet on that one.
This is why I'm here. For now, I'm just gonna lay in bed with my sexy Nigerian, baby.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Alright, you know what? It's 3 trips. Their visa got declined. He just got her a nice gift. She's about to lay with her sexy Nigerian man. And I remember her phone. It says my sexed Nigerian person who she sexts a lot. She just got him under that name, so that's nice. And I guess they're about to have some of that sweet sex that they have.
Ew. You can see the look of that. Yeah. You can put this one on.
Angie.
I have no idea what that is, by the way. I don't know if that's a... I don't even know what that is. I can't even guess what that is. I can't... It looks like lip gloss.
Look at the booty.
Oh, I think it's crotchless underwear for men.
Bombastic side eye.
Listen, ladies, especially ladies who want to get me anything, y'all don't need to get me no crotchless pants, okay? If I want crotchless pants, I just don't wear underwear. If you want easy access, don't worry. I could just cut a hole through my pants already. I have no qualms with that. Have you ever had ripped pants? Ripped underwear? That's a new fashion style. I got it. You don't need to pay money for that stuff.
Bring it home to mama. Bring it home to mama.
So I guess they have that hot, crazy sex that the kids are talking about because they are in a good mood for more than 10 minutes. And I gotta be honest with you, when that is the only part of your relationship that is doing well, then your relationship's probably gonna fail. But it is a fun part of a relationship, I guess, so that's cool.
Angela doesn't like Nigerian food, but this is Angela's third trip to Nigeria, and I really want her to try more local food.
All right, so after doing it, they go out to dinner, and for whatever reason, Michael decides he wants to ruin everything yet again by getting her to try Nigerian food. Because the first time she tried Nigerian food, it was when Michael's mom made it, and she asked Michael to kiss her in front of the mom so they could exchange food because she was so bad with it. Angela is a hamburgers and fries sort of girl. She doesn't like trying new exotic foods because she thinks they're shit, especially in a continent like Africa, in a country like Nigeria, where the food is obviously ethnic to her. She's not gonna like it. But Michael is like, baby, try this. And he gets her stuff that she would never eat.
What is this? Oh my God. His tongue's in there.
Oh.
What the fuck? Oh, it's got a tongue? Ah. Damn. She's never gonna... This is why she's gonna move to America. She's like, we cut the bad parts out of this. This is just the cow's ass, or the pig's ass, or the chicken's breast. The two things you like most, Michael. Breast and ass.
And you're scared to eat. You're eating a damn tongue.
I always brought back to... She said coochie. I could lip read that one. She said, you're too afraid to eat coochie. He might not be afraid to eat coochie. He might be afraid to eat yours because it might be a deep abyss-like thing.
Hello? 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 Anybody there?
And he feels like he would get stuck into a vortex if he does that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
To see an immigration lawyer.
We have an immigration lawyer.
Baby, she's nice. Don't worry. She's professional.
Oh, you said she. That's the problem. You should have said he, and then like just he. That's how you have to say it, Michael. He. This is nice. The minute Michael brought up the fact that they're seeing an immigration lawyer, he started the process of trying to get her to get married in Nigeria. While ordering her food that she doesn't like was the moment he messed up. Again, fellas, if you wanna please your girl, you don't get her something she hates and then bring up a topic that she hates even more. If you're trying to sweeten the deal, get her the cake, Michael. You've been doing so well this whole time. You know what she like.
Yeah, boy.
Not that. You get her something nice, you treat her well, then you say things like, hey, you wanna get married in Nigeria? It's been a good day. This is Michael being like, ooh, I'm gonna make your day worse as the day goes on. Giving her food she hates, talking about a subject she hates, and saying the word she, you're done.
She said the best option for us is to get married there.
Of course she said that. She's Nigerian.
Listen,
well, the
Nigerian.
American lawyer. Okay, I'm gonna let you tell me.
It sounds like it could be like Raisi, but like it's not, she's just like she would say that she's a Nigerian person. She like, you know what Nigerians like? Nigeria. That's just like a true statement and shit.
She won the chances to appeal for it.
That's what your mind said. He believes we can win this in 6 months. I'm not getting married over here.
Okay, so they're arguing about getting married in Nigeria. To Michael, his immigration lawyer says the case will be built stronger, but to Angela, apparently she's had another lawyer in America say that within 6 months this could be overturned if they do the right things. They both have their own way of dealing with things, and Angela is absolutely staunch on not getting married in Nigeria, which she just won't do under any circumstances.
If we make use of that 6 months, we'll get married and process the spousal visa. Before the year runs out, I'll be there with you. Age is not on our outside.
Yeah, in 6 months, you might be 73, 4? In 6 months? Do humans go to 4 digits? How old will you be in 6 months? When did life start? Did you know dinosaurs? I'm saying time's not on our side, Angie. I was just saying.
Let's get married here. It's the best option. You don't have much time.
Hush,
Angie.
Michael. Goodbye. I'm going else. Don't follow me now, damn it.
Okay, so Angela is absolutely livid with the fact that Michael wants to get married. She's also got a lot to think about, and she is someone, when you start to overwhelm her, that she reacts really poorly in those situations. Instead of thinking things through or saying, I need some time, she usually lashes out. In this case, she goes to a hotel room and then decides to leave and get some air by going in a taxi to anywhere to just figure out the situation.
Hey, Skylar.
Hey,
How are you?
good. How are you doing?
I do want to marry.
Damn, imagine calling your kid and your kid is your therapist. People don't have kids for free therapy, right? Please tell me that's not a thing. Please tell me I'm not gonna have a kid and be like, come on, Darren, explain to me why your mom won't put out. I need to know what is on her mind. I'm trying to get inside that juicy pussy, Michael. What's his name? Darren. Sorry, I called you the wrong, I don't know, I got many kids. Darren, I was gonna call you Michael. Damn, even in my fantasy, I can't remember my kid's name. My wife's gonna be mad. My point is that having free therapy from your kids is not the right thing, man. You're supposed to be the one who actually knows what they're doing. And of course, as a parent, you're gonna have days where you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. Because that's just gonna happen. But asking your kid for advice for your own life is just crazy, man. Angela, you gotta figure this shit out on your own.
I do want to marry Michael.
If you know, then there's nothing to be stressed about. You just lay the line and make sure he don't cross it. That's all.
Yeah, so she calls her kid, and her kid eventually is like, you know what you need to do. If he crosses your boundaries, say no. If he doesn't, marry him.
You fucked me, you monkey!
Marry me.
I have to go now. I have a life. And that ends that. So the next day, they actually go to the American embassy in Nigeria. Michael waits outside and Angela tries to get inside the embassy because she's American. But things don't go as planned because she thought that they were just gonna allow her in the embassy, but they said,
who the fuck do you think you are?
That she needs to book a time and date. And she is super mad.
The reason why I drop Angela off and wait for her is because I can't just go to the embassy. But Angela, hopefully, can just walk in.
Michael! Michael!
He saw him sitting on the bench waiting, and he felt nice for like a second. That first Michael hit him so hard he made an audible like, Michael! Back to reality, huh? Yeah, there it is.
They wouldn't let me in my own damn embassy.
Seriously?
Yeah, I respectfully raised hell.
So apparently, yeah, they didn't let her in because I don't know what embassy would just be like, yeah, come on. What? America, get the fuck in here. Like, we got guns, weed, tobacco, wacky tobacco. We got bitches. We got everything. Come on, bitch. What did you expect was gonna happen? Really? And Michael comforts her in the stupid, like a friend comforts another friend. He's just like, there, pal. You tried. So I guess she couldn't get let in. She needs an appointment. I don't know if she ever goes back to that place, but they figure out a new plan.
We're having dinner with my family.
This is a microwave.
So they instead focus on right now being with Michael's family, talking about possibly getting married and how that would look, even though they both have differing perspectives. To make Michael's mom sort of approve of the marriage even more, Angela gets her a microwave, and it's, again, shows the economic difference of the two. Not that that's a big thing, but like you can see how that could play a part in their relationship becoming more skewed dynamically.
Okay. Do you mind joining me in the kitchen?
When I get to the US, I know I'll be doing most of the work, but in the kitchen, she will have to handle that part.
So they make Angela help in the kitchen, and much like Jenny in the other 90 Day Fiancé, whenever you're starting to cook ethnic food,
Okay.
lots of the American people are like, I don't know, man. My ethnic food is cheeseburgers, and I can't even cook that. We just make that shit hot. I put it on the microwave. I get already frozen made meals, all right? Frozen dinners is like the ethnic food of like certain people from the South. That's all I'm gonna say.
Consider him and up the marriage here in Nigeria. Now you got your family talking about the visa. This is really Michael and I's business, not theirs.
So during the family dinner, Angela is trying to make nice with everyone to sort of just, I guess, win the family over. Meanwhile, Michael has told him about the K1 visa and told him their strategy that they should get married in Nigeria. And once Angela hears Aunt Lydia saying that maybe they should consider getting married in Nigeria, she loses it. But not only that, Michael's brother also says some gangster shit.
You still want to try the K1 visa again?
Yeah,
but if it's been denied, Michael should just have to move on.
What do you mean?
Move on.
Alright, I mean, now the friends, they've said some stuff. The other people might have said some stuff. But having Michael's brother just say you should move on and then smile at you while still having dinner with you is cold. Even for Michael's family, that's one of those things that's like, hey bro, maybe don't say that to my wife. That's a bit much, right? Even, I mean, man, I can understand this position from Angela.
Move on in the sense that you should just start his own family. Maybe just start his own family with somebody here.
The way that he's smiling, like, maybe he should just start his family. Okay, you know it. You should go back. See you later. Jesus Christ, dude. Why you sound like the Joker and shit? Why are you smiling at her like that?
Oh, hell no, you didn't say that. Your ass is grass.
Yep, so it ends up in extreme arguments in front of the family type beat. The brother doesn't know what he even did wrong. And the only reason Angela hasn't like started throwing shit around the table is because Angela has great respect for Michael's mom, who deserves the respect.
You're my woman to be, you're my wife.
But your brother and them, they want you to move on. Would you move on?
I'm old enough to make my decision.
In a very beautiful sequence, after years of fighting, Michael says, look, I'm old enough to make my decision. I'm not mad at them for saying what they say, but you don't have to listen to them. You have to listen to me, and I choose you, like Ash Ketchum, and I'm catching that ass. Sorry, family.
Family, we support the marriage. We all support the marriage.
Okay, apparently, I guess after like seeing these two fight, the brother had a change of heart and he's like, you know what? I support this, bro. I'm sorry I said that last fight that lasted 10 minutes. I'm sorry I even said that statement. I was just joking. I don't know. The brother just like fully 180 there. I think what he meant was like, I support this, but if this doesn't work, then we just want to see this guy happy with whoever. And he just said it in the wrong sequence, which made Angela angry. But with that, it's another successful trip, kind of. They had the sex, they had fighting, they met the family, now they're going back.
So now I got to go back and... Oh, God, this is the worst part of it.
Michael seems really happy. He even does this weird mouth thing. Every now and again, he starts sticking out his tongue and going...
Close your eyes.
You're making my mind race.
Hold on. You like it?
Yes, I love it. So you're gonna wear this one?
Yeah.
So it's time for Angela to go home yet again. Trip 3 has been a success. It met all of the criteria, and it even ends with the same thing. They end at that gate. Michael doesn't get down on one knee, but he does give her another gift, and the gift is a chain that says his name and a chain that says her name, and they'll wear each other's chains. It's like a chastity belt for your soul. Very nice, and it's very beautiful, and they hug and they say goodbye.
Then you're well, Michael. She makes me a man.
Go.
Sorry, I'm sorry. That's how the episode ends. And that is the end of this intonation of Michael and Angela. So, we're 3 trips down. At this point, they don't know whether they're getting married in Nigeria or not. They don't have a visa, and Angela has a habit of getting a bit mad at Michael. This is basically the groundwork to who Angela is for the rest of the series. From here on, she goes into the craziest person you know in the next episode to literally like Dragon Ball Z, transforming into a thinner version who is also more batshit insane. And there is no point at this time where she ever goes to that first episode when you could see traces of Angela being somewhat calm and sweet. Each time it piles on all of the craziness from the last season and she turns into this caricature of herself. We saw it for a few episodes here where she threw cake in his face and started throwing liquids at other people. From then on, you'll start to see her get absolutely mortified at the fact that Michael even meets up with other girls or no other girls. You'll see her friends come in and gaslight him as well. You will see so many things that just make you question why this man is with her. And it should be a National Geographic investigation as to how Michael has so much patience. Because I don't know if all Nigerians have this much patience.
Sorry for the laugh.
But if they do, they all deserve Nobel Peace Prizes, because this is just gonna get wild from here on. So all I can say is this. The thing that I'm learning about Angela is that being someone who manipulates your partner into becoming what you want them to be is never going to be a healthy relationship. And if the other person isn't happy in the relationship, you will suffer too, inevitably. If the other person isn't as happy as you are, whether you're controlling the relationship or not, will mean that it will fail on the basis that two people are not being as happy as they could and will seek that justification elsewhere. It's going to crumble.
You are a hater.
Just like that cake in Michael's face. I'll see you on the next episode. Thank you so much for watching this. I don't know what other ideas you guys might have. Please tell me in the comments below. I would love to do some more shows. I've got some coming up, but until then, take care of yourselves and stay safe. Bye.
You.
I have to go now. I have a life.